Hello everybody. All right, so we'll wait for everyone to pop on and then we'll get started. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and post my shopping link right here in the comments, and this is where you can find all the makeup I'm about to use. And I also actually already pinned up above in the comments where you can shop the full product list. I always upload my full product list up to my looks tab is what it's called. And it's a really cool little feature that our website has where you can see the tutorial and the finished picture and the full product list, and you can literally like add to cart. It's such a cool, easy feature. All right, so we'll wait for everybody to get here and then we'll get started. So I figured today we'd do a little something different. Think that we will do more of like a Q&A style. So if you have any questions about makeup or skincare, feel free to holler out the questions down below and I will help you to the best of my ability. I may tell you to message me if your question is something that needs more one-on-one answering. So if I tell you to message me, two things you could do. One, you can comment color match in the comments and I can message you. Two, you can tap my face, a little description window will pop down and you'll click on my name. Once you click on my name, it'll take you to my page, my Facebook page here on Facebook. And then you can click on the message option. The other thing that you can do is go to my website, rayahopebeauty.com, scroll to the very bottom of the website and you will see a option to be able to message me there as well. So lots of choices when it comes to how and where to message me. So we're gonna dive on in and start. But like I said, if you guys have any of your questions, holler them out. And then if I don't answer your question, because sometimes I don't see them right away or sometimes they go a little too fast here on the screen, just keep asking it and I will see your comment. Now, if you ask it a little bit later or say you're watching this on the replay, feel free to message me here on Facebook and I'll answer you. So right now I'm using my stick foundation in the shade Lace. And this is one of my favorite coverages because it's just so hydrating and it's so flawless and so lightweight on your skin. Hello, hi from Canada. I have big pores on my nose. Is there something that would help me? So for large pores, I like a couple different products. So the first thing that I would tell you to do is to get the Brightening face mask. It's a toning, brightening face mask and it's a peel mask. So you put it on, it's gold. It's really, really hydrating as well to your skin, has amazing ingredients in it, but that really helps to tighten your pores up. Another thing that I would tell you to get is the mattifying face primer. Is going to be really amazing for large pores. Sorry, someone tried to call me. That is also going to be very, very helpful and useful for minimizing the appearance of pores. The rose water is also another toner that you can grab that you can use before and after your makeup. So there's lots of options for temporary use and then also prolonged use. So the Prolong, Rose Water, and Brightening Face Mask, Temporary, Mattifying Face Primer, and Blending Buds. I'm wondering how to blend eyeshadow to make dramatic smoky eye that doesn't look messy. I love you, by the way. You're beautiful and love watching your videos. Thank you. So for blending smoky eyes, I always love to use the Fluffy Crease Brush by Unique. I really swear by that brush. And then also make sure to really kind of swirl your brushes into the cap or the mirror of the product that you're using. So that way it lessens the amount that you're putting on. So it's easier to add more than it is to take away. How do I correct the redness in my cheeks? So Crystal, we have a oil control mask, which is also helpful for redness. The rose water also helps with redness. So those two things are going to be really great for like healing in the long run. As far as for your makeup goes, I really swear by these blending buds. I think they really, really help. And then for foundation wise, I would do the stick foundation for redness because I feel like it has the best coverage, like the most like boldest coverage. And then now I'm going in with my concealer, which as you can see has such incredible coverage. So this also would be really, really great for redness. Your skin looks so good since I've been watching your tutorials. It's changed so much. Thanks, Susan. I use the Uology skincare line by Unique, and I swear by it, you guys. It has done wonders for my skin, especially for brightening it. If you guys want to know my regimen, like what I personally have been using and swear by as far as coverage goes, please reach out to me here on Facebook, and I'd be so happy to give it to you. I need a pressed powder in Poplin. You can use a shade you could use the setting powder in its place. Finally, my blending buds, so soft. I ordered extras last week. Yeah, oh my gosh, aren't they a game changer? Why when I use my primer and start putting makeup on, it rolls up on my face into little white balls. So that's totally common. You're going to want to actually switch primers. So whatever primer you're using, let me know which one and I can offer you another recommendation. Some people's skin type texture changes almost like the formula of the primer. So if that's happening with, let's say, the Glorious primer, you want to switch to the mattifying. So just message me and we'll figure it out. Also, when you're putting on your primer, make sure that your skin is exfoliated. So you've gone in with the exfoliating face mask at least once or twice a week. I really swear by that too. That's going to take away a lot of that dead skin, which is kind of what that primer could be clinging to. All right, so now I'm going to start my cream contour now using the same product, the Stick Foundation in the shade Chenille, using my Fat Blending Bud. How does the new concealer with bags under your eyes? Should I use the same shade as my foundation Poplin? Cheryl, I would recommend to use the shade Organza in your concealer. And then what's really cool about the new concealer is it has vitamin E in it, which is going to help to hydrate and heal your under eyes. And then it also has caffeine in it. So it's going to give you an instant eye lift and tighten. So as opposed to other concealers, which will accentuate your fine lines, the new concealer is actually incredible for not doing that. It also has a firming effect from that caffeine, and then also, what was I gonna say? It sets really quickly. It doesn't dry, it just like sets. So instead of most concealers have time to like move around, this one doesn't. So that's another really big plus on the new concealer. So I would recommend that definitely for you, Cheryl. Hello from Brazil. How did you get started making these videos? So I started using this makeup brand almost 5 years ago. Can you believe that? I actually saw a girl on Pinterest using this makeup. I think my cat took oh, there it is. Hold on one second. I saw this girl on Pinterest and she looked so pretty and I loved her haircut. And so I started following her on Instagram and then I started following her on Facebook. And then this was before Unique had, I'm a hot mess today. This was before Facebook had the live ability. And so, it was pre-recorded videos. So I would watch some of her pre-recorded videos and she made doing her makeup look so easy. And I was a huge tomboy. I was in my mid-20s when I first started. So when I saw the videos, I was like, dang, that looks kind of like I would be able to do it. Because like I said, I had no idea how to do anything about makeup. So I ordered the foundation. And I would watch her tutorials and I would just copy it. And of course, not off the bat, it didn't look the best. Like it looked way better than what I was doing and using before. But it didn't look like her. So I just kept trying new things and I would message her and ask her like, hey, so it's doing this, what should I do? And she'd be like, oh, I would recommend this or that or whatever. And then I started having like 4 or 5 different things and they really do work hand in hand together. And I love that I could like reach out to her for help and stuff. And then over time, it just skyrocketed into what I'm doing right now because now there's a live feature obviously on Facebook. So I started doing it that way, but honestly, it made me have so much more like confidence. I didn't even know that I had this like skill, but practice, you guys, and this makeup line really truly makes it easy to learn and to just, I don't know, have this like sisterhood of what we do here. I love it. I like you so much. How do you and always here? Thank you. I got my package finally. Yay! I'm excited for you. I need under eye help, creasing and wrinkles plus dryness. So rose water for your dryness and it's going to help with fine lines and wrinkles. I would highly recommend to make sure that you're using something really hydrating at night, like the Unique eye cream is going to be really important for you for before and after your makeup. So like use your eye cream before you go to bed and then use the eye cream before you put on your makeup. That's going to add hydration to your under eyes and it's going to also help to tighten your under eyes. And definitely the new concealer is going to be really important for you. What about the new eye cream are you using? Yes, I use it AM and PM and I love it. Obsessed. What's the concealer name? This is called the Skin Solution Concealer and I use it in the shade Organza. Everything I'm using is available on my website, rayahopebeauty.com. What can I use to get rid of bags under my eyes? So bags are going to be, you're needing one, hydration in your like life. So make sure to up your water intake. I actually have, it's not in here. I have this like really big water bottle that I have gotten on Amazon that I'll link on my Instagram. You guys need to get it. It's really cool because it walks you through on like what time to how much you drink, which for me is like really, really helpful. And then also the Unique Eye Cream is going to be really, really, really helpful for your under eye bags. It's going to help to add a lot more collagen and like the tightness there. And then also the new concealer has caffeine and vitamin E in it. So both of those things are going to help to tighten your under eye. So I cannot swear enough about our new concealer, especially in combination with our new eye cream, which both of those are on my website, rayahopebeauty.com. Do you only apply makeup on the upper part of your face if you're wearing a mask? No, I would put it everywhere. I may not just put like a lot down below, but if you have to take it off, you don't want to look like you're funny looking. How do you get your foundation to stay all day? So this foundation is like my go-to, but the two products that I swear by to keep my makeup in place all day is the setting powder and the pressed powder. You can use both or one or the other. Just message me and I'll give you a recommendation on what would be best for you. But this really, really helps with setting it, as well as the Touch Bold setting spray is really going to help. But it just depends on what type of skin you have. If you have oily skin, if you have dry skin, mature skin, all types of skin, it's going to require your own like personalized recommendation. So send me a selfie facing a window or comment color match in the comments and I can help you. Hello from Brazil. How did you get started making these videos? I answered that one. Contouring scares me. Tammy, I used to be the same way, and what I swear by is the pressed powder in the shade Twill or the shade Voil, I think is how you say it, on our website, and then the tapered blusher brush, which you just saw me use. I really swear by this brush for helping to get a very natural, soft-looking contour. I swear it does all the work for you. Skincare, the new eye cream have caffeine in it too. It does, yes. It has amazing peptides, caffeine, and so many other incredible things in it. Pressed powder versus loose powder with a brush. So pros and cons. So pressed powder is going to be a little bit lighter, not providing a lot of coverage. So it's going to be a lot less drying. Loose powder is really great if you have mature skin because it's not going to accentuate your fine lines because it's not going to be like a liquid which settles. I would, however, recommend to use it with the powder concealer brush for your loose powder. So loose powder can be a really good option. Just keep in mind it does provide more coverage than a pressed powder. Do you have a lash boost product? We do, Bethany. It's called the Esteem Lash Serum. And as opposed to what product you're mentioning, which is like crazy expensive, ours is only $24. Such a good deal. And it works just as well, if not better. If I'm lace for foundation, what color, if the new concealer, would I be? You will be the shade Organza, Susan. So you know Facebook and loved your hair. Thank you. Thank you so much. I also have Pinterest and I learned all my tutorials. Thanks. Whose tutorials? Her name is Jen Schmier. She's one of my besties. How do you properly apply contour and highlight, and what is the correct contour color for fair skin? So Deanna, it kind of depends for color-wise what tone you are, what color skin you have. So make sure to message me and I can give you a recommendation on what color would be best for you. As far as how the correct way to contour is, I always say this little saying that helps kind of map out where your contour should be, which is top of the ear to the corner of the mouth. You want to stick it like right in that area. You want to stop like 2 finger lengths away from your mouth and 2 finger lengths away from your jawline. So you kind of want to map out that section. You can either do it right in the hollow, which if you make a fishy face, it goes right in there, or you can go directly above that just ever so slightly, which will kind of give you a little mini facelift. So that's the option for contouring. And then like I said, I've been loving the pressed powder in the shade Twill or Voil for contouring, and the tapered blusher brush, which is this guy right here. So good. So important. What shade? How do I keep my concealer from creasing and foundation from looking cakey? So Martha, exfoliating, number 1, that is going to be a must for you, especially for anybody who is experiencing any cakiness to your foundation. You are going to want to exfoliate your skin at least 1 to 2 times a week. I love using the exfoliating face mask from Unique in combination with the Cora 3. It's a facial brush, and there's a silicone head that you can sub in on it, and you're going to use that with the exfoliating face mask. I actually have tutorials on how to do that on my Instagram and my YouTube channel and here on Facebook on the skincare option. So feel free to search there. My name on YouTube and Instagram is rayahope. What powder do you use? I use the Unique Press powder for all over, and then I use the Touch Behold setting powder for setting all over, and now I'm using my highlight, which is called the Touch of the Mode Luminizer, and this is in the shade Lustrous. So someone had asked about highlighting. So I like to keep my highlight right on the cheekbones, right in this area, and then bridge and tip of the nose, and then you can also do like your little Cupid's bow right there. You can also highlight like brow bone. You can highlight all over, but I like those areas the most. I bought the kit a long time ago from a different consultant, but never did anything with it. Can I buy the kit again? Yes. If you bought your kit like a really long time ago, you're not a presenter anymore. So you can buy it again. And if you want to be on my team, which then that means that I get to help you, provide all the training, teach you everything I know about this business, all you have to do is click join on my website, rayahopebeauty.com, and then click join. It will make you a presenter. So, some people ask like, oh, can I buy the kit and not work my business? The answer is kind of tricky. Yes, but you also will lose out on like being a customer. Like you won't get the same help from me. You'll have to buy from your own website. So it's pros and cons. So just message me. We can figure out what the best option for you is. I already answered the loose first press comment. Is there good for 50 women? Yes, absolutely. The makeup is definitely good for women over 50. I would recommend either the BB Flawless, which is going to be more of a hydrating coverage and lighter on the skin, or I would recommend the stick foundation, which also is amazing for dry, mature skin. The spray foundation is also another really good option. You're welcome. Unique presenter. Thank you. Can you show us your makeup and jewelry organization and hair stuff? Yeah, Christy, I actually have a full closet tour on my Instagram. If you want to check out how I organize my whole closet, which is what I'm sitting in. So if you want to see that, head over to my Instagram and then check out, I believe it's an IGTV, if not on a highlight bubble for the reels. So feel free to check that out over on my Instagram, which is rayahope. Were you into fashion before you started doing makeup? I've always been into fashion. All of my jobs I've ever had were retail at like boutiques. I helped to design and build one when I was in college. I worked at Nordstrom. I've always loved fashion. Creasing and fine lines. If you use a loose powder, does that help? Loose powder is a really good option if you're using it by itself if you have mature skin. For fine lines, I would try to stick with things that are more hydrating. So like the BB Flawless and or the stick foundation, and definitely like really important are the blending buds are going to be really crucial for a lot of fine lines because that's going to help to smooth it out. Also, your pre-makeup routine. I haven't even mentioned this, and I cannot stress to you guys enough how important it is. The Touch Behold setting spray and the mattifying face primer. Make sure you're doing your pre-makeup routine, which is going to be setting spray, primer, setting spray. It's going to be really important. What toner do you use for lighting your hair? So I have the toner recipe that my stylist uses over on my Instagram. So if you head there and you click on the Hair 360, I have it listed there. Which again, my Instagram name is rayahope. Do you use the concealer first before the spray foundation or after? I'll use it afterwards. The time that I use the concealer first is maybe sometimes with my stick foundation, but I typically like to use it afterwards. Link the bottle. Sorry, which bottle did you want linked? Which liquid foundation has light pink undertones? That would be the shade Organza. Setting powder for dry skin. Yes, you can still use setting powder for dry skin. You're just going to want to dust it on rather than baking. How do you bake with setting powder? So you're going to mist it with a setting spray, which is going to help. And then you will pop your cap off your press powder. And then you'll use any kind of bud. And you'll tap it in and press it on. And then you sweep it away. When will you be able to ship to South Africa? Oh, I hope so soon. I cannot find the large brush used for powder. Can you please share where you got yours? Yes, Teresa, message me and I will help you. Color match. Yay, I'll message you. Do you contour your forehead? Did I contour? I didn't. Oh my gosh, thank you for saying that. I was wondering why I look so pale. All right, so for contouring, thank you for saying that. I would have been like looking at myself all day being like, why do I look weird? So contouring is so important. Ready to see the difference here? So again, tapered blusher brush. I'm going to use my pressed powder in the shade Twill. And then always tap that off. Now I'm going to go around the forehead, which is just following the natural hairline. And I usually don't have my eyebrows done already for this step, but we're going to just avoid them. And we're going to work this along the outskirts and really warm that up. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Such a big difference. I was looking at my reflection this whole time in my camera. I'm like, gosh, did I lose my tan? Why do I look so white? Oh, that's it. All right. And then for around the jawline. Good for over 50. Yes. Super, super good for over 50. And just message me here on Facebook, a selfie facing a window, and I can give you a full recommendation on what you should use. What toner do you use after lightening your hair? Answer that one. Who did you watch? Jen Schmier was her name. How do I order the concealer and the eye cream? First time to order, and I'm in Maine, and I have no idea what to do. Been watching you for a while. Thank you for watching me, first off. So where you can find the concealer and the eye cream is going to be on my website, rayahopebeauty.com, which is listed right here. Or you could type it into your web browser, rayahopebeauty.com. Or you can message me, and I can send you the direct link. I don't mind doing that either. We do not have samples, but we do have a love it guarantee. So if you don't love anything for any reason, you can always return it for your money back. How do you bake with a setting powder? Answer that one. How do you adjust your winterized makeup? So typically for me, when I'm going through a season change, I'll either change my powder color or I will change my foundation. Usually one or the other, but you'll just like go down in a shade is typically what you'll want to do. Which you can always message me or comment color match in the comments, and I can give you a full recommendation. Actually, I'm going to do my eyeshadow now. So hard to like think and talk. Super skilled at multitasking, if you couldn't tell. Hold on. Let me get that brush. Okay. Oops, wrong word. If you use satin and spray foundation, what color and concealer? Velour. What's your favorite mask? The Brightening face mask, because I like that it tones, brightens, and makes my pores smaller. Awesome. I will make sure to color match you. So there's a starter kit. Yes, it's called the Presenter's Kit, and that's what you will do if that's what you will purchase if you want to do what I do. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the shade Impish first and dust this into my crease. Do you do dermablading? I do. I actually do it on myself. I use these little razors called Tinkle razors. You can get them on Amazon. You can message me. I give you the link to them. Where'd you get your big brush? I'm assuming that says yes. Message me. I give you the link to the brush. I did contour my forehead. Thank you for reminding me. Do you have samples? I already answered that. What's the foundation pressed powder color? I did my foundation color in the shade Lace, and then the pressed powder color I actually use is in the shade Satin, which is an older shade. But you can message me and I give you a recommendation on what color to use. What's your favorite face cleanser? I've actually been using our exfoliating face mask as my cleanser, and I've been loving it. I love that it's so gentle that I can actually use it every day without drying out my skin. But I love that it removes all of my makeup that's maybe left over, and that it also removes any dead skin and helps to clear out my pores. I got the shade Twill for bronzing in the other day, and oh my goodness, it's the best bronzer. Yes! Oh, it's so, so good. If you haven't grabbed what I'm using for contour, highly recommend. It's the pressed powder in the shade Twill, and then again, I'm using the tapered blusher brush. Is stick foundation good for oily skin? I have oily skin and I use it and love it. You'll just want to set your makeup really, really well. Do you satin spray foundation? What color concealer would you use? Velour, answered that one. Hello from Canada. Can you use the Kabuki brush to apply stick foundation, as I find blending beds make my eyes look dry? You can. You absolutely can. Do you know how to use a halo eye and cut crease? I do. I kind of do a very subtle one every time. You basically just don't want to take your lid color up and blend it. All right, so now I'm going to grab the shade Nonsensical, which is a darker. So I used Impish, and then now I'm going to use Nonsensical and just dust this into the crease. Or I'm sorry, the outer corner. Do you keep your skincare refrigerated? I do not. Do you have samples of eye cream? Answer that one. Color match. Perfect. I'll message you guys your color matches. How can you tell if I've watched you enough? Can you tell I've watched enough? Oh, I love it. I'm so glad you mentioned that. I purchased a pressed powder and it's a little dark. If I wear organza, what can I do? Message me. Let's troubleshoot that together, Sam. Do you have to buy from your website or does it come from the starter kit and become a presenter? You have to go through my website, Faith. So you have to go to rayahopebeauty.com. If you are going to become a presenter, you have to choose a sponsor, which means like who will be in charge of training you. So make sure that you select my name if you are wanting to be on my team, which my name on there is Rhea Coleman. But it should auto-populate if you go to my website, rayahopebeauty.com. Do you know when they expect lip gloss to be restocked? We're actually reformulating a ton of the lip products. That's why you don't see a ton in stock right now. So be patient because it's going to be worth it. I have in-between skin tones. I'm Jamaican. I'm 52, and I have dark circles under my eyes and I have dark spots. Lisa, send me a selfie and I can give you a full recommendation on what shades and products to use. I would be so happy to help you. Tanya, I answered this before. I have a whole tour on my Instagram. If you go to Rhea Hope on Instagram, I have a whole tour of my makeup station, how I store my jewelry, all of the things. So make sure you check it out there. Do you know how to do a halo eye? Answer that one. Are impish and witty close in colors? So yes and no. The shade witty is going to be more orange, and the shade impish is more peachy. So they're kind of like they're like going this way together. Presenter's kit is $99. What color are you putting on your eyes now? Nonsensical. Do you have a unique presenter's watch? I do not. I'm not wearing a watch. Can you do them one at a time? You can. Does anyone have a problem? Good night. What is your hooded eyes? Hooded eyes, I would always make sure to keep your eyes open when you're applying your makeup, so up above like this. And then I would also make sure that you're using very light colors, like champagne-y colors, like the shades Covetous, Optimistic, Relaxed, Reverent in the liquid eyeshadow. The liquid eyeshadows in general are going to be a really good option for you because those ones are going to be more brightening for your eyes. All right, I'm actually going to skip down. I'm sorry if I skipped your comment. I'm going to skip down just so I'm in current time. When do the new bronzers come out? I have no idea. I have a hard time finding the right eyeshadows for dark brown eyes. Lynn, send me a selfie and I can give you a recommendation on what colors to grab. But the shades like purples and blues and greens would be really, really pretty on you. The Addiction Palette 6 is also a really pretty option for your eye color. You just did magic with your eyes. If velour was perfect for me over the summer, but now it's getting cooler, what would be the next shade lighter? The shade Lace for you. She meant that there are other ladies with Unique that watch your videos, not actually arm watch. Oh, got it. Sorry, I'm reading comments way too fast. Do you have any recommendation on presenters to like watch? I actually don't really have time to watch many people anymore, unfortunately. So no, just me. I'm just kidding. What type of colors do you recommend for hazel eyes? Message me and I can give you a list of colors that will look really pretty for that. Is there a different color I can use in the liquid foundation as tools out of stock? Liquid foundation. The shade Organza would be super similar. All right, so now I'm going in with the liquid eyeshadow in the shade Ornate. We're going to do kind of a bronzy eye today, obviously. So what I always like to do when I'm doing my eyeshadows, I love to do like all the work beforehand. So what that means is I always love to blend out all those colors and smoke it out beforehand. So now I just pop on my lid color and then we're done. So the liquid eyeshadows, someone had asked about hooded eyes, are my favorite because they don't crease, they don't budge, they don't smudge, they don't move. They stay right where you put them. There's no fallout and they're so flattering on. So I'm just going to take this and start to blend this out throughout the crease like that. And then I may even switch up and grab my fluffy crease brush again to blend this out too. But look at that. Isn't that so pretty and so fast? What brush is this? The fluffy crease brush. For hazel eyes, message me. I'll give you a recommendation. Okay, I think I caught up. But if I missed your comment, comment it again. And you always can watch this on the replay too, because I feel like I've answered some comments multiple times. Okay, so now other eye, again, liquid eyeshadow in the shade Ornate. And I'm just going to tap, tap, tap this on the center of my eye. And I don't like to blend it all the way out because I'm going to use my cream brush for this, which is dense, and it just allows me to kind of smoosh it around and even it out so we don't look like we're missing any areas. And it's super easy to blend that out into the crease, just like that. So you're just going to kind of pull at it all over, just like that. I got the liquid and it burns my eyes. I would recommend to do an eye primer underneath. Could be that you just have a little bit more sensitive skin. If there's any redness that occurs, I would stop using it, but otherwise you'll be perfectly fine. Just make sure to use like an eye primer. That'll help. Do you do looks with all liquid eyeshadows? I have. Summer, you can actually go to my website, rayahopebeauty.com, and click on the looks tab. If you do that, it's going to take you to my website where I have all of my different makeup looks. I have done makeup looks with, I think, everything on our website in every color. I've been doing this, like I said, for 5 years, and all of my makeup looks are saved under my looks tab. But if you just want to go to rayahopebeauty.com and then click looks, you can just type in Raya Hope. Sometimes my concealer looks patchy. Means that you need to exfoliate your under eye area. A lot of people think that it's that sensitive skin and you shouldn't exfoliate it, and that is incorrect. That's a myth. You definitely want to make sure that you exfoliate your under eye area. Just do it very softly and gently. Exfoliating face mask is perfect for that. So that can be why. Also could mean that your brushes are dirty or your hands are a little bit oily, so make sure you wash your hands really well before you touch your face. All right, so eyes are done. Actually, no, they're not. Now I'm going to go in with my pressed eyeshadow in the shade Optimistic and just pop a little bit on the inner corner. If I missed anyone's comment from earlier, just holler it out again and I can answer that for you. All right, so inner corner, and now I'm going to set my makeup. And I'm not going to do a nude lip today. Shocker! I'm going to do a really pretty pinky lip. Do you like the new concealer any better than the original? Oh my gosh, Shelby, I am not going to lie. When I liked the older one. It was fine. But when I got the new one, I literally threw my old one away because it makes the old one like seem like poo. Honestly, they did such a good job with our new concealer. It's super similar to the Shape Tape concealer, except it provides more coverage and it has caffeine in it, so it gives you like an instant eye lift. It's literally the best concealer I've ever used, ever. It's so, so good. But you're the same color in it, so whatever color you were before, you are in this one. Yes, Debbie, they are every single day. Do you clean your brushes with? I use a laundry detergent bar, actually, called Zote, Z-O-T-E, to clean my makeup brushes, and I clean them about like every other week, to be honest. But you can get this laundry detergent bar at Walmart. In the laundry detergent aisle, make sure it's pink, not white, and it's like $1. And I wash my blending buds that way as well. But I have a tutorial on how I clean my makeup brushes on my YouTube channel and my Instagram. Yeah, it's much better than Shape Tape for sure. My makeup never looks as smooth as yours. Could that be because I'm 60? Mary, it could be that you are needing a corrected makeup routine. So message me and we can get you figured out on what routine you're using. But also just keep in mind that like I'm 31. So I have Botox in my forehead. So, you know, it's life. It's not going to always be perfect. Did you say poo? It's the most PG word I could think of, Sherry. All right, so now for our lashes, I'm going to do the Twisted Mascara with my lash primer. So that's what I did before this. I did my lash primer, which is so hydrating for your lashes. And then now I'm going in, like I said, with the Twisted Mascara, which the Twisted Mascara has keratin, argan oil, and biotin infused in it. So it's actually helping your lashes to grow. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. And I love how it has these little tiny bristles that give a incredible separation. Aw, thank you. You guys are so sweet. All right, so now we're going to just add one more coat, which I love that it's buildable. And then now I'm going to take my smaller little wand and go from the base and then just fine tune it. But I love that it comes with the little small one so you can get the hard to reach lashes like these bottom ones. And this mascara, you guys, does not budge. It is so great for not smudging or running or anything like that. So if you struggle like that, like I do, this is a perfect one for you. All right, so same thing, just add another little coat. Do you know when the Uology kits will be back in stock? They are doing that actually very soon. I know they're waiting for a few things to come back before they fully open those up again, but those will be returning, yes. The Twist Mascara is bomb. Oh, it's so good. Now, if I didn't answer your question as best as you think I could, which obviously if I give it more attention than trying to do my makeup and read and answer these, I can give you a much better explanation to whatever. So feel free to reach out to me here on Facebook. I love answering all my messages and helping you guys out. So if you guys have any questions, do not hesitate. Reach out to me here on Facebook and ask me your question and I can help you. I just did a little tiny little coat of the 4D. I love that it gives it a little bit of oomph. Yes, 2 wands. Oh my gosh, it's so, so good. It's the best mascara. All right, so now for lips, I'm going to go in first with the lip liner in Punchy, which is one of my favorites for being like a pink liner, and it's creamy. Jessica, you're going to want the exfoliating hair mask. That's going to be amazing for you. And the detox, just message me. I have a whole regimen for you because I'm the same way. So message me. Thank you. I try to be really accessible to you guys. So always feel free to reach out to me here on Facebook. All right, so I'm going to line my lips with Punchy. Isn't this such a pretty color? All right. And now I'm going to go in with this Maybelline liquid lipstick. Message me, I'll give you the link to it. Do you have any ideas on the launch in a few days presenters showcase this month? No, I don't think so. Thank you. All right, so now going in with this color, taking it to the lip liner. Is the brightening mask good for dry skin? We have a hydrating face mask, which would actually be better for dry skin. So I would do that one. What shampoo do I use? Message me. I use a series of shampoos. I kind of rotate through them. So message me. I give you my routine on what I use. All right, I'm going to smooth it out with my finger. Just make sure it looks blended into the lip liner. Hold on. Now I'm going to go in with just a little bit more. I've never used this one before. First impression, I feel like I can find better. Like I said, it's a Maybelline. It's a liquid lipstick. I liked the color. I was at Target the other day and I liked it, but I don't know if I love it. I feel like I could find better, but the color is pretty. I'm actually going to take a little bit of concealer. Kind of pop it on the middle. Are your lips natural? No. I have Juvederm in them. What color is your... I'm not sure what you're trying to ask, Tammy. Alright, so I'm just going to pop that concealer right in the center. Just to lighten it up a little. Oh, that's better. It's a perfect way. If you ever put on lipstick and you're like, ooh, I don't really like that color, put concealer over it. I'm promising you, you'll love it. Aw, thank you, Debbie. You guys are so, so sweet. I hope you enjoyed this version of a live. I usually try to answer a lot of the comments, but today I was trying even more so to be diligent about it. But like I said, if I missed your comment or if you didn't get a chance to answer it, or maybe you're shy and you don't want to comment it on here, totally okay. Feel free to reach out to me here on Facebook and message me your comment, and I will be able to help you and answer any questions. This color is called Twisted Tulip. So message me if you guys have any questions. If you need to be color matched, comment color match in the comments, and then I will message you. But I hope you guys all have a beautiful rest of your day. Go follow me over on Instagram, and I will see you over there. Bye, guys.